Hi and welcome to Fluff Up! For today's video, I needle felted Sprigatito, one of the starters from the Pokémon Scarlet video game. My first step was making a frame out of pipe cleaners. Since I'm using pipe cleaners, I can make the frame really vague, because I can still move it and bend it while I'm adding the first layers of wool. Once I had the frame, I started covering it with white wool, adding layers and layers until I had the shape I wanted. The needle used for needle felting has spikes, and when you stab it into wool, it grabs the fibers and tangles it with the surrounding wool. So the more we stab it, the more solid it becomes. I kept layering white wool until I had a basic shape, and then I could start adding color. Sprigatito has two main shades of green, one lighter and one darker. I didn't have wool in the exact shade of green for most of the body, so I mixed some of my lime green with a bit of softer yellow wool. I laid the two colors on pet brushes and carded them until the two colors mixed. Once I was happy with the shape of the head and the body, I started working on the ears. I worked on the main structure of the ears away from the body, trying not to use too much wool so I could keep them thin. I then attached them onto the head. This way, if they lose their shape, I can add more wool and fix it. Since the eyes are very detailed, I added wool in very small amounts. That way, I don't lose the shape. When I twist the wool in my fingers, it is so that it tangles and makes it easier for the needle to pick it up. And that makes the wool easier to control. Next, I added little paw prints to all his paws. I'm always really careful when felting around the legs so that I don't hurt myself with the needle or hurt the needle with the wire. The last big detail was adding the long fur around his face. The final step was smoothing out the wool and cleaning up all the details. Then I covered the lines I had made on the ears since I decided I didn't like them. And here is my needle felted Sprigatito from the Pokémon Scarlet game. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video and that you subscribe so you can see my future projects.